can hear it.
You ready, Carlos?
Where is he? Wait, he's at. That's fine. Wait. It's fine. I'll just dive forward.
Go on.
I mean, if Solon spins Robbie again, that'd be great. We have to steal this one. Yeah, he is. Right, let me find Lucky.
You ready?
Yes, mate.
Nice one. Hi guys, welcome to SF1. We're back after feels like a long break, but it was only a couple of weeks. I hope you all had a great holiday and New Year's. We're back for the US Grand Prix here with my trusty steed. It's SF1 Evil. How you doing? Or Carlos.
I'm doing great,
SF1
mate.
Carlos now. He's changed it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a lot better than being SF1 Evil, to be fair. Oh, looks like the
Straight.
session's about to start as well.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go. So yeah, we've only got the formation up really to wait for the action. But it's going to be an interesting one. We had a wet qualifying. Well, we didn't. We had a dry qualifying 1 and 2, and then we had a wet Q3. So it mixed things up a bit. I think some people struggling in certain places. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this.
Right, so this is going to
Ready to
be
go.
the quickest rundown of the driver standings because we had technical issues and then there was a restart. So obviously we've got BRL Phantom who's leading the standings right now on 492 points with Your Robbie for close contention of in second with 396 points. So a championship can be decided today. Phantom needs to beat Your Robbie. In third we have SF1 Damsberg, fourth SF1 Gumba, Cypher George in fifth, SF1 Grimdog in sixth, Soul 3X in seventh, Robert 22 in eighth, Johnny Sherbert in ninth, and Raffle in 10th. Robbo 76 in P11, C11 Mr. Dolby P12, Mr. Johnston P13, Fantastake in P14, Gameman in P15, Gunners in P16, Tailhole P17, Kenarita P18, Allow Your Face P19, and Lord Bumbledore in P20. And I still have half a lap.
And I've only got 18 people on my screen, so. It only goes to Johnny Sherman in 18th.
I think there's only 18 drivers. We were meant to have
And
19.
Gunners and Deadpool have been disqualified for being naughty boys, so they'll be sitting on the grid.
Cold tires.
Interesting.
Right, so I will start watching from the back end while you take care of the front. I'll start around P11ish.
Yeah, no problem. Keep my eye on the leaders and
It's
Make
good.
sure
we'll
the
see what happens. Hopefully they can get through the top of the hill nice and clean, but we'll see.
Gotta trust those brakes. Brake in early.
It's we're gonna trust the drivers. It's a tricky braking point on your own, to be fair. So opening lap when you got 20 other cars around you it gets difficult. But I'm sure they'll do all right.
Just look, there's survive. Yeah.
Just trying to find a decent viewpoint here. The game isn't helping me out too much. Okay, here we
Broadcast
go.
cam.
Lovely. Lights are out. The
And
usual
there's a
laggy
delay.
pause that we get with this game. We'll see how long it takes.
And we're going.
And we're off. There we go.
Oh wow, I'm riding on
Robert
the
gets off to
Kennedy
a
too.
brilliant
Cars
start.
are going four
Robbie
wide.
tucks in. Ooh, but Cypher
Late on the
goes
braking
around the
there.
outside. Phantom holding fourth position. There's a bit of a coming
was a
together at
collision.
the back there
Robbo,
between
Raph,
Kennerita and
Kennerita
Robbo.
there. Virtual safety car.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a faff there. They're coming out exit in the first corner. There's a wing going somewhere and a car going stage left. So
A couple of penalties there as well.
yeah, I can't
And
imagine
ignoring
the
yellow
stewards
flags.
are gonna be
That's an
busy.
interesting penalty.
So Cypher got up second, rounding outside of Robbie, actually, so a very nice move. Phantom holding his fourth position, and Danberg fifth still as well. Kennerita didn't actually fare too badly from that coming together, but Robbo's dropped down. So yeah, a little bit of moving about, but not too much at the front. It's eyes on the Mercedes at the moment.
Biggest gainer is Nutmeg. 9 places.
Yeah, not a bad move. Kennerita a 5 as well, so that's a good effort. Some moves at the back as well. Kimmy and Cypher up from third. He's going to be looking to put pressure now on Robert as we go green. And Robbie and Phantom are also going to be looking to stay as close as they can to the leaders.
Robbie really close on the back of Cypher George their 4 tenths. Got a couple of drivers
So all
into the
these
pits.
5 leaders on mediums. Into the pits. There's like a little bit of a lag. They're going simultaneously. It's a wing change for one. Penalty for both and a wing change for both. So in they go. Phantom made a move but lost it again.
Robbie having a little lock up there.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of pressure now from Phantom and
So obviously
lose
no
touch with the
DRS,
leaders.
but he's going to have a tow.
Here he goes. Down the inside, Phantom on Robbie. Robbie holds it around the outside for the next corner. He's got the inside line, but he's pretty much held that. Very nicely done. Oh, I spoke too soon as they come together, and that's a spin for the both of them. Phantom's there, and I'm getting some big here as well.
I've got the lag spikes on the Mercedes.
I just had them generally on the game.
So Kennerita
Kennerita up to
into
third.
pits.
Oh, yeah. So on
He's-
those softs, not lasting too long at all. Or has he got some wing damage there? I can't see. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some ring damage
he's getting
there,
a
so
new
he's
wing.
coming to change that. So Danberg up into third now. He's only 2 seconds away from second, so he's going to be seeing if he can pull that gap in. And really, from these leaders, it's going to be who can hold their tyres the longest, and we'll see what strategies people are pulling, really.
What a drive by Sherbert as well. He's up 11 places.
Very nice effort as well. Robbo getting close to Nutmeg. It's 4/10. Both got penalties, and Bumbledore as well behind them with penalties also, but he's 3 seconds away. And actually, that's Phantom, I think, on Kimi. Is that a move?
Robbo's going to have a look. DRS open.
So yeah, Phantom passes, and Robbo simultaneously passes as well. He's down the inside of Nutmeg. Nutmeg holding the outside line on the softer compound tyres. Very nice, almost identical to what we saw from Phantom. But this time, no
He's
coming
going to have a look
together, and
inside.
they're still
He is.
side by side. Oh, he's holding that brilliantly from the two. They're brilliant driving. We watch as they're still side by side. That's an almost quarter of a lap now.
I'm actually surprised he had traction.
Finally, Nutmeg holds position. Some brilliant driving from the two of them there, and Phantom actually made his way past Kimi
Robbo's
as well.
got into a wall.
Oh
Lost
no,
corner.
I spoke too soon again.
Yeah, lost the front left.
Oh dear.
So he's going to have to go into pits.
Some brilliant driving we saw. So that's actually freed up Nutmeg a bit, because he's got a bit of a buffer now behind to Bumbledore, and we'll see if that gap closes up. He's on the softer tyre,
Gumber
though,
and
so he's gonna have to
Gamerman
pit a lot earlier.
better for a P11. They've also got your Robbie right behind as well.
Yeah, there's a nice little tussle going on there. So the gap's opening up between people. This is actually the closest fight here, with 3 cars within a second of each other. Fight for the 10th place position between Gamerman, Goomba and Robbie for the respective teams. It's nice to see a Williams car fighting, even in
Oh, Robbie took advantage there.
virtual reality.
When Gaiman went into the inside line to defend against Gumber, Robbie just went around the outside as well.
Swooped around the outside there, actually, very sneakily. Almost didn't see it. Well, Goomba's actually now starting to pull away from the battling at the back. Robbie over defended maybe a little bit there. Sorry, Gamerman. Deadpool closing on Kimi. Opens the DRS. Can they get side by side? Yes. Now it's who's better on the brakes, and he's pretty much got it done before the braking point ended. But he goes a little bit deep. They both got a little bit deep. But that's Deadpool up into 8th place past Kimi.
Kennerita and Robbo,
On
P13 and
soft
14
tyres.
into the pits.
Soft tyres and a wing going on for Kennerito. And Robbo, a penalty, and soft tyres and a wing again. So who have we got here? Robbie right on the back of Goomba again. Still fighting, and Goomba actually now getting on the back of Kimi.
So Gumber's going to have DRS. Robbie's going to have DRS as well. Kim, to be fair, Gumber is really close.
There we
Already
go.
made the move on the
Yeah.
straight.
Already done. And I think there's Robbie getting pretty close as well with his DRS, so that might be a move for the next lap or the end of the first corner. So Kimi definitely losing pace. Has he got damage? I can't see any damage, so maybe just losing a bit of confidence. Had a bit of a slip, I'm not sure. Whatever it is, he's losing positions pretty quickly.
Robbie's just got to keep calm, wait for his opportunity.
Yeah, so he's really. We've got Johnstone and Solix as well. It's
Battle for
getting pretty
P13.
close. Yeah, he's on a softs versus hard, so this should be a fairly easy pass for them as Robbie passes Kimmy,
On the home straight.
Kim, side by side on the home straight. As I said, it could be a move into turn 1.
It's going to be confident on the brakes.
Game.
Robbie braked a lot earlier.
Not a bit too deep there for Kimmy. Sorry viewers for that terrible view, but that's all the game gave me. It was like a nose cone view. Terrible. So Robert from Cypher Josh from Danberg holding it in third. They were fairly close together, about a second and a half between each person, so that's holding each other fairly close. Nutmeg is losing a bit of time, but he's on those softs, so he's going to start losing grip quite quickly, I think, from now onwards. And Johnny Sherbert the same, about 4 seconds behind in 5th place. It's Phantom from Bumbledore, Deadpool, Goomba, Robbie, Kimmy, Gamerman, Solek.
Is Jonathan ghosting? Watching the battle between each other.
He's not ghosting on my screen, no.
Guess the game's just playing.
He has, however, got. He's not managing to get a move.
It's a hard track,
though,
to be
on
fair, for track limits. Especially the S's.
It can be quite brutal, I've got to agree.
Damsberg and Cypher.
This might spice up the fight for the lead there. That you can see them all in frame. That's actually a first to fourth. You could see all in one frame there for a brief moment.
Yeah, top 4 are covered by just less than 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's brilliant to see. And I think the top 3 is only about 2 seconds now. The gap between them. As we see Danberg getting very, very close to Cypher Josh here. But not quite close enough it looks. Again, the game giving me a terrible view. But yeah, not quite getting there, so he needs to save up a little bit more of his ERS maybe and have another shot.
Closest battle right now is battle for P13.
Not able to make that move stick, but we'll stick with the fight for P2. Goomba
Also
as
got
well,
one
getting
forming
close to the
with
back of
Goomba and...
Deadpool.
Yep, Goomba and Deadpool.
Sorry.
Oh no, Deadpool spun! And Goomba as well!
Oh no! Oh! Goomba as well gone round, so that's Robbie's gone through. Oh dear, what a disappointment. Kimmy couldn't quite take advantage of that. Yeah, no, that's I see as Robbie slides through up into 8th position and 7 seconds, or in 7th place. Who is actually gaining now on Phantom, I've noticed. He's getting quite close, almost within a Samsberg, still very close to the back of Cypher Josh in P. Raff for 15th. Raff into the pits. And it's, a little bit of a hesitation there from Damsberg as he thought about the move. But decided against losing his front wing that time round. So let's jump on board for this next lap with Damsberg and see what he's really doing. Here we go. Opens up that DRS, trying to get as close as he can to make a move, but I think he's a little bit far away this time round. There's a few spots on this track to make a move, but the throttle nice and early there as he picks up the pace down into these fast S's.
Both Goomba and Deadpool are staying out. Goomba with the wing damage.
On exit at the top of the hill. So we come down into the heavy braking point and line himself up for this long straight. This is an opportunity to get the power down nice. Open up that DRS out, and the ERS opens but he's lost a bit of pace there.
Uh,
Brilliant
battle for
exit
P9.
from Cypher.
Damsberg, Goomba and Deadpool. Oh! Deadpool gets spun out. Smallest of touches. He's lost a lot of his front left end plate. In the mishap, Kimmy's found a move. But breaks really late there as well.
Sorry, who got spun out? You said Damsberg got spun out.
No, Deadpool.
Deadpool. I was very confused there.
He lost his front left end plate. Nutmeg into the pits. Let's see, so he made a set of softs. What if we try to do 18 lap games?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Nope, he's going for another set of softs. So that's going to be a two-stop race.
Gonna be I think it's going to be the preferred.
Just to have the extra grip
strategy.
and confidence going into corners.
Just it's a heavy wear track. Well, it can be. We talked earlier about the few braking points where it's quite easy to lock up and scrub, and you can quite easily lose a couple % on the tyres, and you accumulate that. Couple corners a lap.
Solex and Kimmy there, the battle for. And also got battle for Josh and Robert, 4 tenths between them.
Oh wow, they've really closed up quite quickly there, and Danberg's dropped off there a bit. But hopefully, if Robert and Cypher start battling too much, Danberg can be brought back into that fight and have another opportunity to possibly even take more than just a podium.
Solex having a look now, side by side. And behind DRS. That's Solex up to P9. Gonna ride on board with Cypher George to see how the Mercs handle.
So Johnston and Solex very close together now. And the leaders starting to think about fighting each other by the looks of it.
Surprised Harrison would allow that, to be fair. He would prioritise both of them coming
I've
bringing their
raced
cars
for
home
Harrison,
1-2.
and he tends to let you race. He tends to be alright with the racing as long as you're not silly about it.
Oh, Damsberg is closing in a 10th.
You don't want to fight too much with your teammate. Almost an opportunity there from Danberg, but
I'm surprised because the
Cypher
gap
making his car very
leading
wide.
into lap 11 was just over a second. Then you've also got Nutmeg down in P7, gaining on your Robbie.
Wide goes Cypher, and through goes Danberg, second place. That was a very opportunistic move there. Cypher just going quite deep there into the Turkey copycat corner. So 1.8 seconds to make up. He's got to get his foot down and try and make that gap. Almost halfway, well, pretty much halfway.
Kennery's up to P12 from Gamerman there. Nutmeg, is he going to have a look?
Nutmeg looking at Robbie.
Late on the brakes.
Ooh, very nicely done.
Was very controlled. But Robbie...
Like that, but Robbie look round the outside.
Backs out of it.
No, not quite. Wise move, I think. See if you can stay on the back of him and have another move later on.
Time to see if
So
Cypher
Nutmeg
George
looking to
will
sit.
have a run on Damsberg now.
Yeah,
DRS open. He is running out of ERS.
Looking at the times, the leaders are going to start being careful about the time that they're going to lose. Nutmeg has had a stop. I don't know if he's doing a one stop or not, but he's running.
Nutmeg's going to go for a two stop because he's on another set of softs.
Oh yeah, there he is, but he's not too far away at all. So
Unless, of course, these
be
drivers
over
are going
a bit
deep
of a fight
to
there.
go for a set of hards.
It's a possibility. We'll have to find out, won't we?
There are only 2
Don't
drivers
know.
on
I
the
would have
grid who
thought the
don't have any
two-stop would be
penalties.
preferable, and there is more than half the grid already pitting as Danberg comes in to the pits now.
Let's see what tyres he goes on.
I guess
Just a guess, isn't it?
posting is on.
Soft tyres on a nice and quick stop as he exits the pits. Where is he? 5th place. There goes Nutmeg. He's on worn softs, and also there goes Robbie. So that's 7th place exit on the 2 leaders as well for their pit stop.
So
Danberg gonna try
Robert
and make
might
his way
come
through the
out
traffic now.
ahead of your Robbie, but Cypher Judge, I think he'll come up behind if he was to pit.
Yeah, but crucially, Robert and Cypher don't have traffic. Danberg now has to navigate through your Robbie and Nutmeg without losing too much time.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a
And it also
really
depends on
interesting
if
race
they're
now.
pitting this lap or the next lap.
Yeah, well, the longer that they leave it, those leaders, I think the better chance that Danberg is going to have. But they've got a smart head on them, those 2 at the front, and they've got a fairly into it team owner. He knows what he wants from the drivers, and they know what
Danberg
they're
having a
gonna do,
look
so-
on your Robbie up to P6 there. Finds himself
Very
only
nice.
6/10 off Nutmeg right now.
Smooth. One more till a bit of open air, and he can pick up his pace and try and cover that undercut. So another lap for the leaders. Danberg getting ready, opening up that DRS, getting on the overtake button, but it's actually quite a difficult DRS zone to attack on. A little bit too short, and you've got to be right on the back of the driver, and that last corner makes it difficult
Yeah.
to actually stay right on the back of the driver ahead. But look at Danberg all over the back. Bit of movement at the back there as Johnson pits there.
Just got to bide
Second
his
pit
time,
stop.
wait for the main straight where he can use DRS or have a look here.
Ooh, that was close, very close to the back, but has a look. Crucial that he's behind for the DRS, otherwise he's going to be vulnerable. I think he was, so he's going to get his DRS open, and that's brilliant driving there as he can now move away, and there is going to give him a bit of a knock. Bumbledore 5.6 seconds down the road, that is closing up quite quickly. And the leaders, I think, okay, they're coming up to the end of the lap now, and they're staying out again, so
Yep, both are staying
Robbie
out.
and Cypher staying out.
They've done half distance as well. I think they're going to try and do the one stop from mediums to softs. Push to about lap.
Yeah, I think we'll change
20
the
if
delta
possible.
to leader and keep an eye on how far away Danberg is. It's 14.4 seconds at the moment from the leaders. Cypher 1.8. Phantom actually has closed that gap a little bit to the leaders as well, so he's down at 6.5 seconds from around 8 seconds. And Danberg now 4 seconds away from Bumbledore.
It's going to be interesting to see how Phantoms and your Robbie's race play out, because as it stands without their stops, if they were to finish in P3 and P8, the championship will go on to the next race.
That's interesting. It's a nice bit of information, thank you. 'Cause I didn't know that. Phantom starting to reel those leaders in as well. Down to 6 seconds. Danberg closing that gap. There's a second in less than a lap. So those leaders, I think, really need to start thinking about coming in. Unless they've got something up their sleeve.
It's going to be track position. Lord Bumbledore will probably start a chain now. I imagine Phantom will pit soon to cover him off. And then that will force...
past Bumbledore. Oh no. Bumbledore
Bumbledore pitting.
in the pits. And he's serving a penalty as well. So yeah, no, but I think at this rate, Danberg is going to come out in 5 behind.
So laps remaining. And he comes out in P9.
There's Phantom getting really, really close to the back of the leaders now. Like super close. It's 3.4 seconds the gap now.
Gumba and Kimi, 3/10. The battle for P11. Got Robert 22 into the pits. He's going to commit to 12 laps on a set of softs, I think.
So Robert's out in 6th there. And he's got quite a lot of traffic now between him and Danberg. Phantom up into 2nd. He's now 2.8 behind Zypher, but I'm assuming Zypher... No, he's staying... No, sorry, that's a completely wrong part of the track, Seb. That's not the pits.
Nah, he should go into the pits
we'll
now.
see if he stays out, but I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming he's gonna pit this lap.
Gumba up to P10 as Canarita goes into the pits. Kimi's also in the pits.
Phantom's closing so quickly.
Phantom should definitely pit. Because if Cypher George pits, he should definitely pit.
Yeah. If Cypher doesn't pit, he should definitely pit. No, Cypher pitting. Both of them pitting, yeah, as he predicted. And Danberg...
Phantom's gained a lot in the just coming into the pits. Second between them both.
The gap looks about the same. So you see that over just one lap, Zypher's lost 5 seconds?
Yep.
4 seconds?
Around because there was a 2-second gap between him and Robert.
From Robert.
Your Robbie and Solex.
Danberg, Nutmeg, Johnny Sherbert. 1, 2, 3.
Johnny Sherbert is going to the end, I think. 7 laps. Yeah, he's going to the end.
So Danberg on the softs, he's looking for another stop. Nutmeg on the softs, I think he's done, yeah, he's looking for another stop as well. And Sherbert, as we've said, thinking he's going to the end, unless he wants to stick on some softs at the end, if there's a safety car or something like that.
Oh, there was a
Cypher,
touch between Robert and Johnny Sherbert there.
I didn't see that, I was just scrolling through, but that's annoying, that's unfortunate, not annoying. Oh, and spin. Who's that? That's Nutmeg.
That corner is
on the rear
really
there.
tricky because it's like a dip left.
Yeah, it does pull the car across, and with no traction, it's quite easy to spin there if you're
Sherbert's into the pits.
2 spaces, places there.
Wonder if he's got wing damage from
Sherbert
that.
pits. So Robert 10 seconds behind Damberg now.
In Damsberg position,
Getting close to Cypher again.
would he try eke it out to the end?
No, you can't do that to those tyres at all.
It would only be
So,
4 laps more compared to, well, 4,
No, those 4
3
laps
laps
will
more.
break your race.
Number of pits, Nutmeg, Sol, P8, 9, and 10.
Johnson and Gumba.
The one thing I've noticed is, you know when everyone comes out the
Just
pits,
getting closer.
they take a very
Sorry?
narrow entry into the first corner when they come out of the pits.
Do they?
Like, no one seems to go over to the right-hand side and turn in.
That's true. Yes, sir. I'm just thinking, and I've just seen in the chat as well.
Yeah, I believe
Cypher
so.
to do
Gonna
anything
make 10.
interesting.
But Phantom is gaining on Cypher George.
So we'll see how close Damberg is to but yeah, both Mercedes hopefully not lose too much time. But Damberg on those newer tyres, hopefully. Big screen freeze there. That was
Phantom
good.
is 2 tenths, 3 tenths.
Yeah. Phantom getting properly close to Cypher now.
He's gonna have DRS open.
Opens the DRS, presses the overtake button and slides past. Okay. 12 seconds of penalty.
Huge lock up
So
by Phantom there.
Yeah, but he was a lot faster, so it's not going to bother him too much. Unless
Yeah.
oh, as the rear end just steps out a little bit there, he gets to control that fairly quickly. Deadpool there getting out of the way of both Phantom and Cypher. Cypher's going to try and hold on to Phantom now and just get pulled along. Hopefully they can maybe even work together to catch the leaders. It's a big gap with not too many laps left, but we'll see what they can do. Damberg exiting the pits in 4th
It's gonna be close with
position.
Lord Dumbledore. No, gets out ahead.
At the top of the corner, but it's all good. He can now get the power down, get his head down, and try and work his way through those top 3 drivers. It's not too far away. He's got 4 or 5 seconds to make up. So 4 seconds to make up. I keep doing that today. But yeah, that delta's coming down rapidly, so hopefully he'll be on the back of them in no time.
Robin
Cypher-
P11 into the pits.
Yeah, that promotes Gumba up to 12th. But Cypher's holding on to Phantom. Just got to see who's better at managing the tyres. Phantom was at the end of the last stint with the worn tyres, so just a little better at conserving his tyres. And we can see a few lock up there, sort of didn't there. And it does look like he's getting away. Damberg now 3.5 seconds third place.
Tony Sherbert and your Robbie
That-
just
Getting horrible screen freezes. Say. Yeah, there's Kimmy up in 14th there with the fresher, softer tyres. Raffle on 12 like old hard tyres there. Shouts from Damberg showing that he's dropped time there, maybe a mistake that I've missed. That's 5.6 seconds now, the gap.
Josh is really keeping Phantom
Raffle
honest there.
being very close to the
Oh
back
no!
of
Josh has spun!
Kimi.
Half spin, managed to save it.
And Dambo
That
goes
was
through for
a
third
scary
place.
moment for him.
Temporary glitch in the timing system there. Sorry viewers, I don't know what happened. It went a bit mental.
Usually does that.
It does, doesn't it? Phantom's reeling in Robert now as well towards the end of this race with only 5 laps to go, and he's only got 1.5 seconds to catch Robert, and we know to get past is a bit of a different story, but really found some pace in this final race. Danberg hovering around the 3-second mark to Phantom as well. Definitely a little bit faster. Johnny Sherbert, he's within a second of your Robbie now, so he's going to be low 3.5 tenths. So I'll keep my eye on everyone else. Rath's getting close to the back of Kimi again. That's a fight between the two. Kimi on stronger time. Oh, as Rath touches the back, is that a bit of dong? No, I think he's all. So Kimi and Rath having a ding-dong battle there between teammates actually.
Rath's tyres are 14 laps old as well.
Yeah, Rath's just trying to get past, but Kimi's moving around just a little bit too much, but hopefully Rath can
Team
get
game,
his way
people, team game.
past on the power. Yep, Rath gets through. And hopefully has the DRS to open up. He can try and pull away. Yeah, bit of a ding-dong battle there between teammates.
All 18
His
drivers
Phantom's now
have
within a second of
time
the leader.
penalties. Whoa, Kimi really late on the brakes there. Rath very controlled. Gamerman was disqualified. What was he disqualified for?
Yeah, he got in the way of the leaders.
Oh god, no, it wasn't even that. A lot of penalties. Yeah.
Phantom looking to open, no, not close enough at all. Didn't really look like he was gaining either, so Robert got some really good aero there. Don't know if he's got a different setup, but just nothing seemed to happen there down the straight. Tell on lap 24 of 28, so we've got 3.5 laps remaining. As Phantom hunts down Robert. And I almost forgot, but Damberg there behind has now got that gap down to 1.8 seconds as well, and he can now see those leaders ahead of them if they start fighting in his lips, and an opportunity for a win here. Phantom all over the back of Robert. It's just a case of looking and finding a nice opportunity or working himself around his weak points.
He's having. Is he going to have a look?
Points as he's
I thought he was going to have a look there.
Yo-yo battle there, isn't it? Both running different lines, defence and attack, but he's found
gonna have
the
a
gap
look.
and he stuck his nose down and he gets the power, and it's a beautiful move for first place. Phantom takes the lead.
Robert just needs to tuck in. He still get DRS out of this.
Turns his car
really
forward.
wide.
Robert's got to be careful because Damberg is behind him as well, and he's going to open up his DRS as well, so he can defend this time round. Phantom with some brilliant pace is surely going to pull away. Damberg now looking at the gearbox of Robert, and Robert feeling the pressure.
They're up to
Cypher's dropped
P12.
back 5 and got Lord Bumbledore look at his gearbox. So both the Mercedes under a bit of pressure now for third and fourth place.
Compared to the
Second
medium
and fourth
tyres,
place.
it definitely feels like the softs are wearing off a lot sooner than they would have expected.
There's a big gap, I think, between Danberg. It's 4 laps. It's a fair bit of work. Danberg to be a bit stronger. Phantom's only on 1 lap different, but we saw how strong he was in the final, or in the end of his last stint.
Yeah.
So,
especially the lines he took.
Expected that from him. Oh yeah, he just seems so much smoother. You saw when he was passing there as he turned in, he was so controlled. But he's obviously got something going on with his tyres. magic tyres. Oh, and here's Danberg looking at pretty much the same
Pretty much
move.
the same move with Phantom.
Yeah, down the inside of... but I would have thought he'd be wise to that move now, but not this time.
He's going to tuck it behind.
Danberg going to be sort of looking to tuck straight back into that slipstream this time round. Danberg getting frustrated now. There we go. Opens up the DRS. He's really close to the back of Robert now. He's side by side. It's now a case of braking. I still can't see anything because the camera is so bad on this game. But the move has been made, and that's Danberg up into second position. 2.7 seconds the gap to the leader, so it's a bit of a big ask to get past Phantom as well. But that's a brilliant move for second position.
Oh, it's just the same notification. It appeared again.
Yeah. I was gonna say that happened. That happened, bro.
The game just reminded me.
So the 2 Mercedes running 3rd and 4th now, leading 1st and 2nd at the beginning of the
Dumbledore's fallen back.
Phantom and Danberg came to town, and they're now leading 1 and 2. The Ferrari and the Haas. So the 2 Ferraris. Carlos, that's your job.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually figure out which. There we go. Details. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So BRL fans worth of penalties.
Oofed. Okay.
Damsberg in P2 has 6 seconds. Robert Cypherdrich 6. Lord Bumbledore 9. Your Robbie with 12. Johnny Sherbert with 6. P8 all the way down to P11 with 12. Basically a lot of penalties.
So but the important thing is as we head on to the final lap, it might even be Robert taking the win here.
Yeah.
Okay, do it. So Danberg got to get 3 seconds ahead
Phantom up
of
to
Robert
21 now.
in order to win this. Phantom seconds. Yeah, so that's 3 seconds. That the 3 second mark has been passed now. So he's got to try and hold that gap to Robert. 3.4 is gaining. So as it stands at the moment on the final lap, Danberg is looking to win. Not on Phantom on the road with a brilliant drive, some brilliant moves. But after penalties, it is looking like Danberg at the moment. But we'll see how things pan out for the top 3. .6. It's hovering around the 3.5 seconds, so that's all good as we're coming.
Could come down to the last corner.
Round the fast left-hander. And up the hill into the final corner comes Phantom, who's driven spectacularly. A lot of penalties, unfortunately, is going to drop him down the grid, but a brilliant drive nonetheless. Danberg comes across to take a win. If you could hear what we're hearing now. Robert takes 2nd place. Cypher in 3rd position. Lord Bumbledore gets shuffled down. Johnny Shakes 4th position. Lord Bumbledore 5th. Phantom 6th position. It's bumped him all the way down to 6th. Your Robbie crosses the line and he's in 7th place. And here's Solex coming up the hill for 8th position. We'll see after penalties. But Danberg takes a brilliant win. Very patient driving. And I know that you guys can't wait to hear him in the drivers' interviews. Nutmeg takes 9th. Canarito gets shuffled down to 11th. There's Robbo in 10th place. Gumba's coming up the hill. He's had a few spins this race, a very frustrating race for Gumba this time round. He's gone all the way up to first. Did he not have any penalties?
I think it's because he disconnected. It's probably going to give him like a 30-second fastest lap time as well.
Well, let's just keep an eye on that then. Unless he didn't have any penalties or something, I don't know. It couldn't be like 30 seconds. No one had... Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, wonderful.
Right, so that means...
Gunner's taking up the final position there at the end of a pretty entertaining race, I've got to say. So, Carlos will grab our drivers in for us. Driver of the day is Gumba for winning, apparently. So... Beautiful drive from Gumba, and a spectacular win away from Damberg. But not really, so it's all good. We're just waiting to get some drivers into the... I know we have one driver, so we'll just wait for the other two. There's one. And there's the podium, a brilliantly straight... Is that a female driver? That is a female driver, okay. Wonderful stuff. And a brilliant celebration. It's AlphaTauri, Haas, and Mercedes. Apparently. So just imagine that the Haas is on the top, and then we've got two Mercedes, and then there is your podium celebration, guys.
Woo!
But a brilliant race nonetheless. Have we got all of our drivers in now, Carlos?
Yep, Robert 22, Cypher George, and Damsberg are in. I can also confirm the championship goes on to the next round with the number of positions Phantom lost out.
So we're gonna have another finger-biting race coming up next. But you're here with us. Talk us through your a little brief insight to your quali, and then tell us what happened in your... that the order is included as well.
What is happening?
What?
I don't know.
Who are you talking to? First of all.
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Yeah, I can't... Oh, Cypher, I did say.
Oh yeah. It's great to be back with the season. So happy to be here. It's a nice one. That was the key to this position. I knew that was a track by the amount of we got. Luckily I managed to race, especially because we some points. It's important.
Yeah, brilliant amount of points for having those two drivers on the podium as well. So that's gonna be a brilliant haul for your team. But yeah, no, brilliant drive from you, Carlos. Have you got anything you want to add?
No, mate.
He's gone
All
silent.
on you.
No, because he's working away. Wonderful stuff. We'll move on to second place. Yeah, talk us through your race, Robert. We know how your qualifying went. You just got pipped at the end there, lost a little bit of pace to Phantom, but yeah, tell us how it felt.
Yeah. The last laps were tough. I don't know, like the nerves were taking me. So I screwed up at some points and I lost the pace for it. But it wasn't a really interesting race. It is tough for track limits and thing. But I'm happy that I managed to get in the podium for this second place. As you said and as Chacha said, it's really good for the team. And it's really good. Want to congratulate Damberg too, because it was like a good race. And yeah, what else can I say? Well deserved, but.
Yeah, no, it was a brilliant race. It looked like you guys had everything in control as a Mercedes team halfway through the race. You pretty much looked like you had it. But yeah, no, things changed, and unfortunately you didn't quite get the win, but it's still a brilliant race from you. So well done to both yourself and your teammate for the double podium. We'll move on to the star of the race. It's Damberg. didn't win it on the track, but you got there with penalties being nice and clean. I think there was a lot of penalties on Phantom's head there, so you pretty much won it outright. How do you feel? There was some brilliant driving. Talk us through your quali and your race. I heard you as you crossed the line. I wish that the viewers could have heard that.
Yeah.
It was pretty brilliant.
Yeah, it's kind of a redemption